Say what you just said.
I said, that first hunching session, he better show the fuck out because that's his interview. So he really gotta go crazy to make it to the next level. And if he eat butt, he may just make it to orientation. Yeah.
My future husband is probably outside right now, surrounded by badass bitches, and he's bored as hell because even though they got perfect bodies, they not me. So let me clock the fuck in so he can recognize me when he see me.
I don't trust no bitch that cheat on her man. She should not trust me either. Because as soon as you get the call on my phone telling me, oh, if he call you, girl, just tell him that I'm with you. Tell him that I'm asleep or something. I'm finna go over there and I'm finna fuck that man. Because
Alright, we gonna just hit them in order. The first one, I had no idea she was built like that. From her videos in her car, you can never tell. That's why I'm always telling y'all, man. You never know. And the body is what's most important. She's got to be taking care of that. The second woman showing you she lifting weights at night, you know that's after my own heart. You know what I'm saying? She out there with the dumbbells. And let's not act like we didn't see those yams when she was walking away. Man, that's built, not bought. And then for the third woman, that's how it's supposed to be. If she's out there cheating on a good man, anyway, women should know that they friends be peeping a man. If he's a good one, she gonna try to snatch him up while you out there doing whatever you doing. And that's the way it's supposed to be. For all we know, the dude probably know that she's a good chick too. Because if a woman, even if she's a friend, and she knows this guy's like a dateable type guy, she's gonna be on her best behavior, wearing her mask and everything. I'm telling y'all, what's up, what's happening? Let's get it, let's go. And y'all know the deal over here. Built, not bought. You came from the dirt. You got it out the mud. Why do they think they could bury you in it? You guys, let's have a good time. Let's watch these videos. Let's not take it too serious. Let's take it light. Hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe. You know you want to. Share the videos. You guys are making sure I keep everything PG so it's shareable. And continue doing the great things. I appreciate the support from the first video. I was going to do them a week at a time, but with the great response, we're going to go every day. And if I get a better response, we're going to go twice a day. Anyway, no further ado. Let's go.
Investing, not splurging. Those women who are focused on you spending on her here or there so that she can look like something to other people are not good women. They are into you for what you have, not for who you are. A good woman is focused on the foundation and what you're building for the future.
How do we know as a woman when he's serious? Because it seems like the vast majority just want casual encounters. That's it.
That's what some of y'all have just worked, though. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah. So,
Listen, we wanted the male perspective. That's
but where are you getting that from? Like, why would you say?
Well, yeah. So here's the thing, right? They say be honest. So we have this criteria that these women set for these men. You have to be this, you need to be that, you need to be 6 feet tall, you need to make this, you need to do that, I want you to be in line, I want you not to cheat, I want you to do this. But at the same time, they're still dealing with women who are emotionally hurt, who have parents who never taught them how to be a woman. Most of these new age women don't have the concept of what a virtuous woman is. Then we want to speak to the Bible. And then you want men to treat you like a queen, but you act like peasants. See, that's the problem is you can't walk around here shaking your ass in the club and expect me to respect you when you don't respect yourself. You can't put your man before your kids and expect me to respect you as a parent. You only present what your value is. And if your value is your ass, your hair, your nails, your smile, and your presence in public, but not your education, not your person, not your love, not your heart, not your interaction, not your intelligence, then we don't get to meet that. And the thing about it is that a lot of people have this conversation and it's all cute and funny when we're talking now. But when somebody tell you that this is what you presented to me, so I gave you what I thought you was worth. The thing about it is that ain't nobody coming to you nowadays, like the young lady said, with respect as a man, because I deserve the same respect you do. So what makes you think that I should value anything less than what you show me? And most of these women who are out here are drinking in the club, tore up, laughing, joking, and that's great, have a good time. But at the same time, if you don't carry yourself like a lady, what is a man supposed to present to you? If you don't carry yourself with respect and class, what the hell am I supposed to present to you? If you look like ass, I'm going to treat you like ass. And the truth about it is, everybody wants affection. Everybody wants to feel wanted. And what women have done nowadays is replace the whole being attractive and being somebody of stature with the idea of being desired. Because the more men they want, the more powerful they are, and they think that's going to get them a good man. You could have all the money in the world, you could have a good job, you could have a banging body, you could do all of this and still be messed up in your head, and it makes you the most unattractive person ever. But this is what we get. And for every woman who sits in this room and says that I am not that woman, 4 of your girlfriends are. And the bad part about it is that I ain't got to deal with the conversation and laugh and joke, and I can get mine off and just go home. Then why would I have to go through this with you?
If you're 40, you're never gonna find love. I left my marriage and now I'm a side chick.
I just came to the realization that, like, if you're 40 years old, you're never gonna find love. Like, oh my god, sorry, I woke up like really, really emotional because I was married for, oh my god, just stop. I was married for over 20 years, and like, I was so used to being a wife. Like, I loved being married, you know? Like, I love being a wife. I love having like that one person I love coming home to and like venting all my to. And
but yet still you left. If you love that so much, why would you leave your marriage just to now become a side chick?
He said peasants. Peasants. Listen, this is what I like to see. Brothers out there doing the lone wolf thing. Doesn't matter who doesn't want to hear it. Doesn't matter who wants to hear it. The truth will be told, and it will be done in a stoic way. We ain't got to yell. We ain't got to holler. You're going to understand what I'm saying. These words are going to resonate, and they're going to hit so hard. There's going to be no need for yelling or being catty or being petty. This is how we're handling things now. Unapologetically. We know what we want, and we're going to get that. And if you ask us questions, we're going to give you a direct answer. Because doing it the soft approach didn't work for us. All right? This is what it is. Adjust. She ain't never lying. What did she... Like the young lady said, like, you the one that decided to leave your marriage. You're the one that decided to start over. And then they do this stuff and then turn around and cry on camera, makeup on. It's hard to believe on makeup on, full filters. You know, I regret. You ain't regret nothing. We can't believe anything that you're saying. You're always doing stuff for clout. We can't believe you. You need more people. And like the young lady said in the beginning, the first young lady in this clip, she said that a real woman that cares about you is going to be there with you, and she's not going to try to drain you dry. These are facts, man. There are real women out there that's working. They're busy. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think we should be approaching them. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that, you know, be understanding, and, you know, women that are out there looking for men, you're going to have to approach us. That's just the way it is. And like the brother said, like, a lot of these women out here acting up, acting like peasants, you know what I'm saying, with high expectations. So, you know what I mean? It is what it is.
Deaconess Keisha, you got one more time to be waiting on my husband after service. Next time, an ambulance gonna be waiting on you, and your family gonna get that call.
Women love for men to buy them designer. However, me, take me to Ross, Marshalls, Home Goods, tell me I can get whatever. Like, look at this cup. Yeah, take me to Ross today. I pinky promise we're gonna be in love tonight.
I don't have no money. I don't even know how I'm finna eat. I don't even know how I'm finna get something to eat. I don't know. It's just like, I just don't know. Like, my shit is gone. Like,
bitch, take out them box braids. She done had them bitches in for like 100 days. Talking about it, make her a motherfucking hair grow. Bitch, you still ain't got no edges. Where, ho? Dr. Miracle ain't doing no miracles. But you need to go and get your fucking money back.
I don't got no good way to put it. I like to shut the fuck up and be told what to do. And I don't think I would ever change that. I like having a man tell me what to do. I like when my man says, go take that shit off and put something else on. I like it. I don't know.
I hated my healthy relationship. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. Everything seemed extremely foreign to me. I even remember at the beginning of my relationship, I'm like, hey, there's a part of me inside that does not like you. And I said it with like a comical relief, but I was really serious. Like, there was a part of me that did not like this person, did not like how he held me accountable. I did not like how he held a mirror to my face.
I'm in my soft girl era. You need to pay me money.
Okay.
Thank you. Are you gonna fill out some job applications today?
Nope.
Okay.
So do I have a right to be in my feelings? Nobody ever knows the things I've been dealing with.
You know, it's sad that you feel like you're playing that man, and he's a good man, and you think that treatment's not coming back around to you. And it might not come from him, but it will come back to bite you. And when you lose that man, the worst part about that is knowing that you lost him, and he was good, and somebody else found him and treating him like he's supposed to be treated, while you end up with the scum of the earth, who treats you even worse than you treated the last man. Don't ask me how I know. I just do. Baby, you ain't gotta listen to me. Just keep on living. I love you. Be well.
People look at me and they be like, oh, you're such a pretty princess. Pretty princess. I'm a fucking cranky grandpa that needs his fucking candy and nobody's giving him his fucking candy, and I want my fucking candy!
When a weak woman is hurt, she goes and looks for attention and validation. But when a strong woman is hurt, she goes and looks for peace and try to fix herself.
Hey, listen, she called her out by name and position. She knows how it goes down in the church. This pastor's wife knows that a 304 Jezebel's final form is a lady of the church. Can I get an amen? I'm going to tell you right now, as pretty as that lady that was hollering thinks she is, there's always women out there more pretty. And I'm going to be honest with you, she's average at best. R.I.P. KS. Telling you straight up, all this hollering, the yelling, the doing too much, you're really doing it for female attention and validation, but what is that going to do for you as far as getting a man? How is that keeping you from crying yourself to sleep at night, right? How is that keeping you warm at night? How is that putting any prospects in your face? What you're doing is you're running away any man with sense, because we're going to check, we're going to verify your social media, and you're out here just crashing out, either for attention or views, or maybe you really believe this stuff, but it's not going to work out for you. See, gentlemen, this is why we have to continue to self-improve, elevate. The discipline comes from the reps. The discipline comes from the reps. The reps are everything. Everything you do in life is reps. Your job, your business, if you're making content, it's about the reps. Working out is about the reps, right? Any kind of conditioning, becoming the greatest version of yourself, it's about the reps. It's about going through the process over and over and over. Look up any celebrity that's made it. I'm not lying to you. They make more content and they've made more music and had different ideas they've written down way more than they actually produced and put out in public. It's about the reps. Hit that like button. Let's go.
Do everything you can not to fall in love. Learn how to keep a woman at arm's length so you don't get attached to her. Because once you get attached to her, your life is going to become miserable. I firmly believe a man can love a woman, but a man should not fall in love with a woman.
Them wives that are in love with their man and that man is making her happy, he's loving her properly, and their relationship is growing. She do a lot of gagging. She don't do a lot of nagging.
If a man shows anger, he's toxic. If a man shows fear, he's a coward. If a man sets boundaries, he's insecure. If a man feels sad, he's weak. If a man has standards, he's misogynistic. If a man tries too hard, he's a simp. If a man plays it cool, he's heartless. You can never win. So don't fear the labels they give you. Just do right by you, your family, and God. Everything else is just noise.
What's so funny? Everyone wants a good man until the good man actually comes along, and then he has boundaries, self-respect for himself, and certain things that he expects from the woman and wants her to do, and certain things he doesn't want her to do. And all of a sudden he goes from being a good man to a narcissistic piece of you-know-what, when actually he's just a good man, and you're either not a good woman or you're just not ready for a good man. Because if you're looking for a good man, you're gonna have to go through some changes in order to be able to be with him, because he will challenge you to do better.
Speak to the women who walk around with their chest puffed out shouting how they don't need a man.
They ain't masculine, and that's why they don't have no good man. And because they think they want a masculine man, but what they really need is a feminine man. And they really need to get rid of all that ego and come back to earth and realize that, you know, show me one beautiful, striking person and I'll show you another one who's sick and tired of them. As the saying goes, come back to earth. You know, some people just really be out here living in Delulu land. Like, you really aren't as dope as you think you are. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I really feel like the biggest lie that women tell themselves is that they have all of these options, but they don't. Social media is like really destroying women for real.
The reality of the situation is a lot of women do depend too much on their looks, their vanity, and that came from their parents, right? Truly good looking, naturally good looking women, we're talking about those 7s, 8s, and 9s, they aren't out here feeling like they need validation from social media and guys DMing it. They don't care about none of that. They've been getting that all their life. And coming from one attractive person to another, like, listen, I don't care what you say, even when you're a guy, you don't want nobody, you don't feel like nobody's using you. You don't want, you get to the point where you know you're attractive. I'm not just giving my body to any woman out here. Seriously. I got myself together. I see myself in the mirror. You're going to have to be top tier. You're going to have to be on my level physically. We should be, you know, looking like both of us belong on the cover of a magazine. You know what I mean? And that's just me. I work out really hard or whatever. And it ain't so much about her being perfect in the face. Like I said, I like a woman that sculpts her body. Not too much, not ripped, but just keep it in proportions. And a lot of these women, they need the validation. They get online. That means that you're like probably below a 7. 7, 8s, and 9s are working. They're handling business. They know what it takes to stay pretty. They gotta get out in nature, do things that they love to do. They have to sleep. They have to stay stress-free. They're not getting online looking for trigger bait. They're not online making trigger bait. They don't want their image to be tarnished and stop them from getting a great man, right? They know what they qualify for. You know, women that are beautiful, like 7, 8s, and 9s, and, you know, the ones that know they got some good box, they are not out here trying to impress anybody. They don't need to. Like I told you before, they're like fairies. You know, you see them every now and again. Pixie dust. You know what I mean? I get described like this, you know, by women. So I know what my counterpart's going to be like. If women are describing me this way, I know my counterpart's going to be that way. Just out, you know, doing their own thing, you know, in their own little world, just handling their business, but not hurting no one, right? Might come off naive or, you know, whatever people want to describe, you know, people that are in their own little space, minding their own business, aloof. But it's not that. It's just when people are have their connection with the Most High God, right? They're tapped in the source. So a lot of people are in the 5D, the 4D, and the 3D all at the same time. You know, so these women are doing that. They're in their mind. They're creating. They're also in their 3D, being a light for everyone around them. So they're not online looking for it. That's a lot to do in a day, and to find time to chill and have time to yourself and peace, and, you know, talk to source, talk to the Most High God. It puts them in a different place. It's hard to find them, and they're not going to be out and about. And being bitter and think you have too many options online, it's hurting you. That's all that I'm saying.
Amazes me. I see a lot of bitches leaving me negative comments and shit when I speak about polyfly, but when I see you bitch ass niggas, that's really what I just be shook. Like, yo, you know how shook of a man you have to be to leave a bitch a comment talking about you sound dumb as fuck because I'm telling your bitch the truth that she's monogamous because she's scared. Nigga, you monogamous because you scared too, nigga. That's why you mad. You scared to bring 2 bitches to your fucking mother's house, and that's what's stopping you from fucking greatness. Meanwhile, you don't give a fuck about cheating, though. You don't give a fuck about cheating. But as soon as it comes to bringing both bitches together and having a plan and starting a family, that's where, oh, nah, you know, my mother wouldn't allow that. Nigga, shut the fuck up. Your mother knows you be cheating. She probably will respect you more if you sat both her and your wife and actually the three, all them bitches down and told them what time it is.
What are your 3 turn-ons that like turn you on the most in bed?
I like to be talked to. I'm a soft girl, you know, so, you know, caress me, talk to me softly. I like it a little rough too, so pull my hair, slap me a little bit. Just being catered to. I think I'm a receiver. I might not be a giver.
You're a receiver, guys.
That first lady. Listen, if you're not in a, you know what I'm saying, that in the poly and you're a male, I don't understand why you have anything to say about it. Right? Like, you might not be in agreement to having 2 women in your home, or, you know what I'm saying, you feel like, you know, they might not really be having your best interest over time, you know, depending on how they act or whatever. But you shouldn't be saying anything about it. Let them do them, and there are plenty of men out here that have no problem with that. I mean, I myself, I know I like to have 2 women at once. If that's what I want to do, I'm single, you know. But as far as like being in a relationship with both of them in the house, I have to think about it. I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? Normally when women get together, you know what happens. But I'm not saying I'm not open to the idea of it, you know, depending on what country I'm in, because I really think it would probably work in my favor if I'm not in America. Right? Sister wife type deal. Like, it's better to have a man that most women you want, and you're just sharing him openly, as opposed to, you know, you sneaking around, you know what I'm saying, and you know, or he's sneaking around. So I agree with her. And as far as the second woman, like I keep telling y'all, man, you seen that body, and some of y'all be like, well, her face. Well, none of y'all be like her face, because y'all dudes, y'all don't care. But what I'm saying is, like, you know, you take it down a few notches on the face and make sure she has a nice body, meaning she take care of herself. That woman right there, hey, got yourself an average in the face, and she obviously, the way she like it in the bedroom, man. Hey, gonna have some fun with that one, right? And that's what it's about when you're doing that. I mean, I like it when they, she's talking about she like to be choked a little bit, you know, pull her hair and cracking it from the back, fold her up like a pretzel, or, you know, get on top of her, wrap her legs around you. What you gotta do is you gotta reach underneath her, though, right? You gotta tilt that booty up. And I'm telling you, man, you start nibbling on her neck and biting on her jaw, she's gonna go crazy like that. But anyway, you know, let's keep it trucking. Let's get off all that. You guys hit that like button. Let's go.
Accountability for their actions, especially when it comes down to traumatizing their children. We can argue about it in the comments, because I said what I said. Y'all know what y'all be doing. Y'all be having these kids by these men who don't be wanting them. Y'all be having these kids out of spite. Y'all have kids. Y'all be knowing that ain't your baby daddy. You know that ain't your baby daddy. Then you gonna still name that baby after that man. And you gonna go put him on child support. And you gonna enforce the child support knowing that ain't your baby daddy. Can't stand no mess. Y'all some different kind of females. And I got a story for y'all, but I'm gonna tell it. No, matter of fact, my grandma, she did that. And I don't know who my granddaddy is. Nope. I don't know who my granddaddy is, because she done told that man that was his baby. That ain't even his baby. Kind of find out it's this other man.
What?
Behind you!
Oh my!
Look at what men have to choose from. They have to choose from a bunch of women acting like men. Why do they want a career woman? You think a masculine guy? You want guys to be masculine, right? You're saying these guys are lazy, stay-at-home sons, socially awkward, feminized. Okay, you want the masculine man. Why would that masculine man want you? What are you doing? You're playing his role. He doesn't need you to have a career.
Only women will see a man screw over woman after woman before her and then will line up to be next. Only women do that. Men don't do that because we have delusional level egos that says, "Ooh, I just want to be the one he treat different." A woman will do that. A man won't. So sleeping with somebody else, getting mad at your guy, that does not make a man say, "Oh my God, I messed up. What did I do wrong here? I'm tripping." It doesn't make him say that. It makes him think you're a disgusting. So now Cardi will be forced to go the Nicki Minaj route. And more than likely, you will have to marry a man who is unemployable and unable to get to the bag on his own. And you will be forced to take care of him. You being like, I'm mad, so I slept with someone else. Oh, honey, Cardi, you just made your life so much more difficult. And now you've put the nail in the coffin to solidify that you'll never have a healthy relationship, because now that they see how you move, and honey, ain't nobody going to sign up.
And can the people say, let her cook? Hey, you heard her, man. She don't miss over there on her channel anyway. Like she said, why would a masculine man want you? Why would a man occupying masculine energy naturally, doing what masculine men do, go out, get after it? We like to build up our resume and get things, and it helps build up the male ego, the pride, and, you know, the proper level of it, the right amount we need it, you know, to push us forward. But why would we want a woman that's doing the same thing? It's going to burn you out. Because as men, you know, we're built for this. You understand that, right? Bought, not built. So we love the work. We love the grind. We don't get burnt out. You know what I mean? Dudes are like Saiyans. After everything that we do, whether it's the construction worker who builds that strength, so, you know, got that sleeper build, don't even know how strong that dude is, you know what I'm saying? Or the weightlifter or whatever. Every time we do something, we get that Zen guy, whatever you call it, that boost after we're done, right? Like we get that boost, we get that extra strength. We, you know, we level up after every grueling physical escapade, right? Anything that we do, to include smacks. You see what I'm saying? Right? We're built for this. We're born for this. It can't tear us down or wear us out. And not only that, we love it. You know, from childhood, from up, every time we challenge ourselves, we love it. Y'all will get burnt out because it's not really, your body's not really made for this. You got to remember, Adam was made from the dirt, from the dust, and you was made from us. Okay? So we're built in his image. Like, this is what it is. So you're supposed to be, you know, our rib, you know, close to our heart, something that we cherish, take care of. Not out here grinding and working like us. The heel of your foot look more rough than mine. You ain't got time to pamper yourself as a woman. You playing that masculine role. We don't want that. Real masculine men love the opposite. The softer, feminine energy of a woman that's not career driven or traumatized from childhood, and her whole mindset is, I'm going to show them. Yeah. We're not doing that. All right? We're not doing that. But I think she was cooking. You know what I mean? Let her cook. Another great banger. Anyway, you guys, you know the drill. Share the video if you want to. Subscribe if you like. Hit that like button. Be greatly appreciated. I'm going to do my usual, hitting the gym, do a little bit of studying, meditating. And I hope you guys are doing the same. Well, not in the middle of the night, but you know what I'm talking about. All right. Again, I appreciate all the support on the new channel. Let's get it. Let's go. Over here where we're built, not bought. Love and light. I'm your brother, and I'm out.